Good morning, Las Ventanas, and welcome to Las Ventanas with Brittany and Doug. It is another fantastic day. It is September the 9th. We're just moving on with September, Thursday. So this Thursday, we have our Aquafit. So it's been really hot outside. So I think Aquafit would be a really good idea to kind of like get in the water and cool down. It's in the morning, so it's not crazy hot yet. So remember, that's at 10 a.m. at the pool with Carolyn. So keep that in mind if you want to swim and burn those calories. You see, I don't know how to swim. I think Doug's got it better than me.
no.
I'm not a swimmer.
They call me the barge.
Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, so moving on at 6:30 today, Thursday. We have Mark, our saxophonist, and he'll be here to play his lovely saxophone for you. There won't be anything else but lovely instrumental musical notes. So no singing involved. You'll just be listening to him play his saxophone. So please join us in the Tuscany room at 6:30. Moving on to Friday, we do have a lot going on. It is red, white, and blue day. We're kind of wearing a little bit of the colors, so keep this in mind for Friday. And it is to celebrate, or not celebrate, celebrate. It is to honor our fallen from 9/11 Patriot Day. So just an honor for that. We will be wearing red, white, and blue. And we also have a tribute for 9/11. It's called the 9/11 Remembrance in our La Paloma dining room at 11 o'clock. This will be led by some of your fellow residents, neighbors, friends. So please join us. We do have a pretty big sign up so far. So a lot of you are very interested in this tribute. So please, it's going to be beautiful. We will have refreshments. Moving right on, we do have a Aviators game later on that day. So it's a little busy, but I know we already closed the sign up. So check to make sure that you signed up for it. I know last time we kind of had some people like, oh, it's today. So don't forget that Las Vegas Aviators is on Friday the 10th. It's at 6:30. We leave at 6:30. It starts at 7:05. It's at the third floor party deck at the stadium. It's at Las Vegas Ballpark. I think that's the name of it. The Las Vegas Ballpark is where we'll be having fun on the third floor party deck with free food and drinks. So please join us for those who signed up for it. There will be residents and some team members, including me. Moving on to next week, we do have a couple of things happening. So our Ali courses starts this week. So the 15th and the 16th will be the first 2 days of our 2 courses. The first course is Celebrating Musical Theater. That'll be on Wednesday. Sorry, my words are weird. I just ate cake, so I'm sorry, it's stuck in my throat. So the 15th is Celebrating Musical Theater. That is a Wednesday. And on Thursdays, it is Our Nation State to State. And that's on Thursdays. So that starts next week. So those residents who have paid to go to those courses, keep in mind, these are paid courses only. So the residents who have paid will be joining on those courses for those days. Also, we have Tech Ed for next week. That will be on the 15th as well, that Wednesday, busy day at 2 o'clock in the Tuscany room. And I do believe it is learning how to use this thing, an Apple Watch, how to set it up. So yeah, that's not quite an Apple Watch, but that's easier to set up than these things. So if you need help on this, that will be our topic for the Tech Ed, 2 o'clock, Wednesday the 15th. We also have Wednesday the 15th, our Super Summer Theater performance. It's going to be Smoky Joe's Cafe. We leave at 5:30 to get down over there, up, down. Sorry, guys, I don't know my directions, but it starts at 7 o'clock. So we're going to leave at 5:30 to get there by 6, get our seats, and just really enjoy a night of musical blessedness. We had a great time last time we went. So this show, I hear, is amazing. Was on Broadway the longest. I think they hold that record still. So keep in mind, this isn't a thing that we go out to eat. This is actually a musical that we're going to. So the name does kind of sound like food, but it's not. There will be food though. Food trucks are available in that location if you are hungry. Moving right along, our Valley Winery is on the 17th. It is next week. That's a Friday. We do leave at 8:45 a.m. There's still time, and I believe this Friday will be the last day, the deadline to sign up for that. We do have people that really signed up already. I called, I got your dishes for there. So anyone else who signs up, I will have to call you and get your dish between 3 choices for lunch for that day. So keep that in mind if you sign up. I need to know what you're eating. I believe that's all I have. Sorry, that's a lot. My words were not connecting. I'm sorry. It's because the cake is connecting in my throat and I can't speak or breathe. So I'm going to stop talking and move it on over to
Doug. How do you all keep up with this young lady? Her energy, her enthusiasm, her activity program. Holy heck, I get tired listening to it. I can only imagine those of you who join her for all these events. Well, I have a couple of quick updates, but before I do that, I did want to share with you a little bit of not necessarily trivia, but as we honor those who were fallen by the 9/11 incidents on that tragic day back in 2001. I did want to let you know that the Flight 93 plane that crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, just a little bit of side trivia. My hometown of Jennerstown, Pennsylvania is situated just 7 miles west of Shanksville. And the path of the Flight 93 airplane flew right over the school where I went to junior high school a long, long time ago. But the Shanksville tragedy brings back a lot of memories, and as does all of those events on that tragic day. But I know I shared that with some of you. Shanksville, particularly being so close to my hometown, has a lot of significance as the Twin Towers and the tragedy at the Pentagon. So we're going to keep everyone in our thoughts and prayers on 9/11 as we move forward. On another theme that's a bit patriotic, I shared with some of you before the Olympics started that when me and my wife lived in North Carolina for 15 years, our next door neighbor, Charles and Beth Sheik, had a disabled daughter, Emma Sheik. Her left arm was injured at birth, and so the mobility is limited. She made it to the United States of America's Paralympic ladies volleyball team. And that volleyball team this past week beat China for the gold medal. And little Emma Sheik, who I watched grow up, served the game-winning point for the ladies Paralympic United States ladies volleyball champions who beat China. So another close to home event that I wanted to share with all of you. If you have a chance to go onto the computer and Google Emma Sheik, like I said, I watched that young lady grow up, and there she was playing China, served the winning serve and the match point, and the rest is history. The United States ladies Paralympians are gold medal champions. So kudos to them. Now we'll get on to our COVID-19 update. And as of today, we have 2 total positive cases. They are 2 team members in our health center. Both are in self-quarantine. They were fully vaccinated, asymptomatic. So we're going to run the path of self-quarantining. We have run test results on anyone who was considered an exposure to those folks. And up to this point, all of our test results have come back negative, which is wonderful news. So as of today, we only have 2 positive cases, and we're hoping those roll off and that our COVID cases will return to 0. Another positive trend is that the positivity rate here in Clark County for COVID-19 has dropped to 10.9%. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were nearing 20%. So the incidence for COVID-19 in Clark County has dropped to 10.9%. And that backward trending is a big relief to all of us. And the last part of my COVID-19 report is that this coming Friday, our thermal scanners that are part of the Cubico screening system will be updated to include new check-in procedures. You will add your name, you will have your temperature checked, but there will be an additional number of questions that are asked. So the routine that you're used to checking in on up to this point will change beginning on Friday. And so when you get to the Cubico scanner to sign in, or your guests, loved ones, or family and friends, they'll be aware that those changes are to be expected and anticipated. So we're definitely headed in the right direction. Our health centers up and running. Things have returned to normal in assisted living and memory care. And one of the questions that was asked of me through our suggestion box, and I have 3 comments from our suggestion box, and one of them pertains to COVID-19, and I wanted to read it to you. It says, "We discovered on the Labor Day weekend that assisted living has been no longer in lockdown for some time, and also that the beauty shop has been open for business 3 days per week. Why have you not announced this to residents so that we would not have to learn about it by word of mouth?" Well, the first part of the answer to this question is, up to this point, given the high incidence of positivity in Clark County, we've been very reluctant to formally make an announcement to open up our licensed areas of health center, memory care, and assisted living in the event that we would have to quickly shut things down. It's much easier to be more fluid and flexible in a lighter way, if you will, so that we can monitor our resident and team member conditions and make adjustments accordingly without coming on one day and formally announcing an opening and then gradually shutting things down the very next day. However, we also realize the importance of open communication and transparency. And so for that reason, what we're going to do is, if there is a change in any activity, whether it's lifestyle programming, dining, or general visitation, the day of that decision, we will place it on Cubico immediately. We will have either me, Randy Fuller, our health services administrator, or our director of nursing, Christina Clyde, reach out to Midge and Brittany and let them know to update the Cubico system so that you're aware that without formally announcing everything in an open forum, you can gain that information by monitoring your Cubico on a daily basis. So we hope that that will allay any concern with the suggestion was put in the box earlier. 2 other suggestion notes. The first one is, our dining room needs better quality steak knives. Well, this note is going straight to JT, our dining services director, and we'll make sure that he sees that that concern gets addressed as soon as possible.
Steak is important.
Steak is important. And the last one, coffee is frequently spilled in the exercise room. There is cream and sugar that makes it difficult to wipe up. Suggest only water be allowed in that room. Also, no food and beverage. And we think that's an excellent idea, where we're going to limit any food or an unnecessary beverage other than a power drink or water or something for hydration in our fitness center, so that we don't have those sticky floors for all of you. So I hope that helps. The suggestion box is now clear. Certainly gave you as much information as possible on COVID-19 and the theme of patriotism with our Olympics now concluding. And now we give honor to those who lost their lives on 9/11. We keep everyone in our thoughts and prayers. So back to you, young lady.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback on that last suggestion there. Yes, we did get that. If it isn't already in the gym, there should be no food signs already being placed on there. We got the plaques actually last week, and maintenance should be putting them up this week. I did see them working on it yesterday, so I'm hoping that they were up today. So we'll have signs that say, no food, drinks must have lids. Your concerns were definitely brought to me. I heard about them, about the drinks being spilled. It's very dangerous in the fitness center, especially because you guys are standing, sitting, even table tennis, just if you can slip on anything. So we're definitely trying to handle that right now.
Absolutely.
All right. That's all I have.
Lots of information. That's
so
it.
much information. We'll have more of that information tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, guys. On
Bye-bye.
Las Ventanas Live.